Hello students, today we are going to discuss the poem The Tame Bird Was in a Cage, written by a world famous Indian poet Rabindranath Tagore. Tagore was born in Kolkata, Bengal in the year 1861 and he owns the title Vishwakavi, the universal poet or the poet of the world because of his universal ideology. So he was a poet, musician, painter, playwright, novelist and short story writer. So he wrote both in his mother tongue Bengali and English. Tagore received the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1913, becoming the first Asian and the first non-European to receive the award. And he established Shantiniketan, it is the Abode of Peace, Shanti School in 1901. His notable works, Gitanjali in 1912, it's a collection of poetry. So he received Nobel Prize for Literature in 1913 for a Gitanjali translation, English translation. And his novels, Gora, Ghare and Jogar Jogar, his famous novels. So Tagore composed two national anthems. He composed the national anthems of two countries. So India and Bangladesh. India's Janaganamana and Bangladesh Amar Sonar Bangla. So this is the poem. The Tame Bird was in a cage written by Tagore, and we are going to discuss this poem. And these are the lines from the poem, and I will give you line by line explanation. Let's go through the lines. The tame bird was in a cage, the free bird was in the forest. They met when the time came. It was a decree of fate. So here we see there are two birds in the poem, and it's a tame bird and a free bird. Tame is it's a domesticated or a pet bird. It's a cage, thin iron bars or wooden bars. It's made up of with iron bars or wooden bars in which the birds are kept. It's called a cage. And here we see two birds. So here the tame bird symbolizes isolation and prison life, whereas the free bird symbolizes freedom. So both birds are ignorant of each other's world. So one day a wild bird flies by and sees the tame bird in the cage. So the free bird cries, "Oh my love, let us fly to the wood." The cage bird whispers, "Come hither, let us both live in the cage." So here, uh, tame bird doesn't know the world of free bird, and the free bird doesn't know the world of tame bird. So both live in different worlds. Here, free bird says, "Oh my love, come to wood with me. Let us fly in the sky." But here, cage bird speaks in a low voice and says that you come here. Let us both live in the cage. Says the free bird. Among bars, where is there room to spread one's wings? Alas, cries the caged bird, I should not know where to sit perched in the sky. So free bird says, so I don't have any room in the cage. How can I spread my wings? So there is no room to spread my wings in the cage. So then caged bird says, alas, I should not know where to sit perched in the sky. So it expresses its grief and says that, and it doesn't know how to sit or where to sit in the sky because it is a different world. It is the world, the caged bird doesn't know the world beyond the cage. The free bird cries, my darling, sing the songs of the woodlands. The caged bird sings, sit by my side, I will teach you the speech of the learned. Here, both birds engage in conversation and try to convince each other with their arguments. So the free bird requests that the caged bird sing woodland songs. The caged bird tells the free bird sit by its side and it will teach him the language of humans. So here the both birds fall in love, and they both try to convince each other. The forest bird cries, "No, ha, no, songs can never be taught." The cage bird says, "Alas for me, I know not the songs of the woodlands." So the songs cannot be taught. So it says, the forest bird, the wild bird says, "As birds we sing naturally. It is our innate ability." Here the cage bird says, and it claims that it is unaware of the forest songs because it has never flown in the sky. It can't sing woodland songs. Their love is intense with longing, but they never can fly wing to wing through the bars of the cage. They look, and vain is their wish to know each other. So the two birds, they have strong feelings of love, intense feelings, but they cannot fly wing to wing. That cannot fly. They cannot fly together. So it is impossible for them to unite because the tame bird is in the cage. The free bird loves freedom. So here they flutter their wings in yawning and sing, "Come closer, my love." The free bird cries, "It cannot be. I fear the closed doors of the cage." So the free bird feels the bars are obstructing it from joining the cage bird. And no, they sing, they flap their wings with intense love and sing, "Come closer, my love." The free bird says that it cannot join because it is afraid of the cage bar bars. The cage bird whispers, "Alas, my wings are powerless and dead." So the cage bird says in a sad voice that its wings are powerless and dead. So here it may have forgotten to fly, or its master may have clipped its wings. So this is the poem. See the summary of the Let's see summary. There are two birds in the poem, a tame bird in a cage and a free bird in the forest. In the poem, the poet depicts two birds' perspectives and conditions. The bird in the cage symbolizes isolation and prison life, whereas the bird in the forest symbolizes freedom. The two birds, which grew in different worlds, have a conversation with each other. Each one expresses their wish to join as they fall in love with each other. The free bird tells the cage bird to come with it to fly in the free sky of the forest, but the cage bird invites the free bird to live in the cage with it. The free bird refuses its request, saying there is no room in the cage to spread its wings. Both birds try to convince each other by presenting their arguments. The free bird tells the cage bird to come out and be free to sing woodland songs. The cage bird tells the free bird to sit by its side, and it will teach the free bird the language of humans. "Sit by my side, I will teach you the speech of the learned." And it also speaks with sadness that it has not known the songs of the woodlands. Their love is intense, and they long to live together, but because of their living location, they can't fly wing to wing. To convince the other, each bird speaks about their better conditions. They cannot fulfill their desire as the bars of the cage are obstructing them. The caged bird cannot get freedom, and the free bird cannot live within the cage. Both birds can never be together. The free bird says that it cannot join the caged bird as it fears the bars of the cage. The cage bird whispers, "Alas, my wings are powerless and dead." The cage bird's wings became powerless as it forgot to fly, or its wings might be clipped, and it also didn't get a chance to fly. This last line suggests that the free bird is in a better situation and the cage bird desires freedom. So these are the questions from the poem.